What is up, guys? Nathan with MB Collections. In today's video, we're going to be comparing Matchbox to Hot Wheels. Let's get into it. Alright, guys, first off, we're going to be comparing some early 2000s cars from Matchbox versus some 2000s cars from Hot Wheels. And we're going to be going over detail, how good they roll, and if I would purchase this casting nowadays or not. So let's get into it. First up, we have the Audi TT. This has a plastic base with rubber tires, and it has full detail in the front as well as full detail in the rear. That's what those tires look like. We have this Pontiac GTO. I believe it is a 1970. It has full detail all around it as well with the rubber tires, and the old Matchbox cars have suspension, which is something that these Hot Wheels cars do not have. They have zero suspension on them. So that's something that Matchbox definitely has going for them. And we got this Corvette. Don't know what casting this is. I think it's a Chevelle. All it says on the bottom is you guys can't really see it, but it says Chevrolet 55 on there. So I'm assuming, I don't know, actually. I don't see anything else saying what it is. I know this one is a Nova station wagon, I believe is what it's called. And then this one is a Dodge. So first we are going to compare the detail on all of these cars. We know Matchbox, these have full detail front and rear. And the Hot Wheels, it's missing detail on the front on this car, detail on the rear. It's missing its details on all of them. Actually, this one has detail on the rear. I didn't know that. Which is kind of crazy because Mattel owns Matchbox and Hot Wheels, and they did back in the day too. So I'm surprised they didn't try to make Hot Wheels better than Matchbox, because Hot Wheels is their baby, I guess you could call it. No suspension. I'm gonna honestly go with the Matchbox for the early 2000s cars. These are lacking detail in the front, and I mean this one has detail in the rear. These ones are lacking in the rear. One thing I will say about these is they are the collector's cars, so I know they were definitely more than these back in the day, so they're not really a fair comparison. But I feel like since these are the collector's cars, they should have a metal base on there. Let's get into the next set of cars. Alright, you guys, our next set of cars is going to be mainlines. We have 3 mainlines from Matchbox, and then we have 3 mainlines from Hot Wheels. We're going to be going over detail and price, and then I will choose if I choose Matchbox or Hot Wheels, which I think you guys are going to be kind of surprised on this one, to be honest. First up for Matchbox, we have this BMW 1M. It has full detail in the front. As you can see, it's got headlights, it's got a license plate, it's got the BMW logo right there, it's got full interior, and then it also has full detail in the rear with its taillights and a license plate, and it looks like the logo is right there, it's just not detailed fully. And then it has the M badge right there. For those of you that know what the M badge looks like, you might be able to see if I can get it to focus. Might be able to. Nope. And it does come with plastic base with plastic tires. So it's mainline. This one was $1.25. Next up, we have this Subaru. I believe this is a WRX STI. Yep. S4. What does that mean? I have not been keeping up with the new Subarus. I don't like that they don't put wings on them nowadays. I like the big old wing on the back. This one also has full detail in the front with headlights, and then it has the logo and the STI badge right there. And then if you go into the rear, it has full detail with the logo, the license plate, and some badging on there. and again, plastic base with them plastic tires. And then we've got this Corvette. It's a 2023 Chevy Corvette Z06. It has full detail all over this thing as well as the full detail, well, minus paint on the interior. So that looks pretty nice. It's got a plastic base with plastic tires as well. So for the Matchbox cars, they are cheaper than the Hot Wheels, and they have more detail on them for being cheaper. So honestly, I give these a 10 out of 10. These were all $1.25 is what I purchased them for, and they have way more detail on them than our Hot Wheels does over here. And let's check these ones out. First up for the Hot Wheels, we have this Corvette. Let me just flip it over. It's the 68 Corvette, the Gas Monkey Garage one. This one is the green one. It has no taillights on there. And then headlights on this one, I'm pretty sure are pop-up, so they wouldn't be detailed anyways. But I will say the interior looks pretty clean on this, as well as a lot of the graphics on it. Let's move to the next car. We've got this BMW 635cc. I don't know why I said 3. This one is actually one of my favorite castings from last year. This came out or not like the casting itself came out in 2025, but this color combo came out last year. Just looks really clean. I like the way it looks. An orange car. I feel like you don't really see very many orange cars made by Hot Wheels, so this is a pretty cool one in my opinion. And technically it does have full detail on it. It has the headlights right there, and if we flip to the back, it has the tail lights on there. They just aren't painted. Let's move to the next car. The next car is going to be this Audi e-tron, and this one is dirty, guys. The reason I picked this car is because if you look, it has full detail in the front from the headlights to the license plate to the logo. It has an interior. This thing is disgusting. What the heck is that? My cat's meowing, guys. I don't know if you hear him. And then we've got full detail in the rear with the taillights, logo, the license plate, and badging. So some Hot Wheels you do get lucky enough to where you get full detail on it, but it's not very often that you get full detail on it to where I give this Hot Wheels a good enough rating. I'm going to give Hot Wheels an 8 out of 10 because they are more expensive and you do get less detail. So overall, I'd probably pick Matchbox for the mainline series, although I do have a ton of Hot Wheels on the wall back there that you guys can't see at this current moment. So, but I am getting more into Matchbox. I do not keep my Matchbox open. I worded that way wrong, guys. I do not keep my Matchboxes boxed up. I keep them open just because I like to be able to look at them, especially with how detailed they are. Mattel did a really good job with these. Let's move on to the next set of cars. Alright, guys, for our next set of cars, we have some modern Matchbox collectibles right here, and then we have some Hot Wheels Silver Series. The reason I'm comparing the Silver Series to the collectors is because the collectors isn't as much as a premium car, but it's not as cheap as a Silver Series. So they're kind of, in my opinion, about the same. And some of the collectors you get metal bases, some you don't, and that's how it goes with the Silver Series as well. First up for our Matchbox, we have this Audi RS6 Avant. It has a plastic base on it, but it does come with the rubber wheels, so that is something that Matchbox does have over Hot Wheels on this battle. It's got really good detail on there. If you can see that, it doesn't look smudged or nothing like that. All the decals look really clean. The rear is fully detailed, and the rear also opens if I can get it to open. I don't think I can get it to open, guys. Last time I had to use the knife to split it apart. Come on. Ah, come on. See, the rear opens. It's a pretty nice feature, which is something that Hot Wheels doesn't do until you get all the way into their RLC line over there. So that's pretty neat. I honestly, guys, I'm picking Matchbox over Hot Wheels. This whole video, I'm giving it away right now. Matchbox is really good detail. And then next up for Matchbox, we have this 1969 Audi 100 Coupe S. This was the first Matchbox car that I ever picked up. Picked it up because it's an Audi, and I love to collect Audis, so I ended up picking it up. It has a metal base with the rubber tires, so this is a really solid car. These modern cars, there is no suspension on them whatsoever, which is kind of sad because they had something going for them back in the day with having suspension. This one is fully detailed in the rear as well as in the front, and then you can't really see in there, but it does have an interior. Next up, we're going to go over the Hot Wheels. We have a BMW M3, I believe this one is. Yeah, an M3. This is from the Silver Series, so it doesn't have rubber tires like the Matchbox does, but it does have a plastic base on there. It's got really good detail on it for being a Silver Series. The decals are really good. They aren't smudged. A lot of the premiums have worse decals than this car, to be honest with you guys, especially some of the ones I have in my collection. This one has full detail in the front as well as full detail in the rear. And then next up for Hot Wheels Silver Series, we have this Corvette. Let's see what year it is. 2020 Corvette. This is from the Stars and Stripes series on the Silver Series. It has full detail on it, and it doesn't have rubber tires just like the BMW, so they definitely lose some points on that one. And in this case, guys, I honestly am going to pick Matchbox. The only thing that I'm kind of sad about is I didn't really care for it when I first bought it, is that this doesn't have any opening parts. I mean, it obviously, it's not a part of the moving parts line, so it's not going to have moving parts. But the fact that this one has the opening trunk is pretty cool. So I definitely am picking Matchbox all day long over Hot Wheels, even though I have a ton of Hot Wheels that I am surrounded by. Like, I have boxes on that. I don't know what that was about. But in conclusion, you guys, just pull all these cars into view of the screen. In conclusion, back in the early 2000s, I probably still would have picked Hot Wheels just because these feel really cheap, really light, and just not as durable. I mean, they do have the suspension going for them. I probably still would have picked Hot Wheels though, just because they feel more durable. They feel like they can take a beating from a kid as well. But if we're talking modern, I pick modern Matchbox over modern Hot Wheels every day, all day. Just because they got way more detail on them, and then their collector's series is a really nice series that I've been getting into slowly. I mainly collect Audis, Porsches, and Volkswagens, so that's why I only have 2 Audis on the modern collectors series that they do. I have a ton of Silver Series. If you guys haven't seen that already, I have a bunch open as well as some on my wall. I haven't really showed off the new recording setup yet, so I'll have to do that in a short if I find some time today after I do some trading. But anyways, guys, let's get into the outro. Alright, you guys, that is the end of today's video. in conclusion, I pick Matchbox over Hot Wheels, even though I have a ton of Hot Wheels all over. If you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to see more diecast content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.